Oh, 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 I've been out here for ages and ages now. I've eaten all of my cake. I think it's the 24th, at least. I've been trying to keep track of time. It's so difficult when there's no sun. But seems as there's no cake. I think what I'll do is I don't know, I'll go back to the start and maybe someone will come by or something. I really don't know how I'm gonna get out of this mess. I mean, no one knew I was here. I mean, it's Minecraft. There's only me in this world, other than the mobs and stuff. Oh, just an endless expanse. It's like a wasteland of nothingness. Oh, Enderman. What did he do? Oh my god. A portal frame. What's in the chest? Oh, the Enderman helped me. I thought the Enderman worked for the Hero Grinch. Well, let's get out of here then. Put these down. Ah, the portal. Thank God. Right, let's go through. Oh, we're near the clearing. That's weird. Oh, ah, cake. Oh, and the zombies are here, and the horse, and the pig. And there's RTD2 and Hero Grinch. How did you escape? I'm so glad you did, though. Oh, what's this? I am sorry, Hero Grinch. Is this another trick? Why would you bust me out if it wasn't? Why is there ladders here? Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, oh. Oh. Is this for me? This whole cake. Oh, and there's Christmas tree fireworks. Oh, this is wonderful. This is just amazing. Oh, wow. Wow. Ah, thanks, Hero Grinch. You troublemaker and... wow. And just in time for Christmas, too. I don't even think I'll be able to get through this cake by New Year's. Wow. Right, I better, I better go get, like, a truck or something. Wow. Brilliant. So for one last time in this series, it's time to look at the command blocks and how I did the finale and the fireworks and all the bits and bobs. Fireworks is actually one entity that we didn't get to use in the series, so I'm glad that we managed to get to use it in the end. It's also a shame that I never really got to play around with witches and stuff, but it feels good. It feels good to have had this done and to have completed almost all of the 24 days. I never thought that I was going to do that. I assumed that I was only going to get about 10, 10, maybe 11 of the actual calendar videos done, but I managed to get a lot more than that. And I hope you guys have been enjoying it. So right, the command blocks. Well, first of all, there is a command block down here, which is just sending a redstone block over to our main command blocks, and that's what activates the cake. As you saw, I just flipped the lever. We have our entities in here, which are all trapped. The zombies are just burnt to death, but but there's a summon command behind there that I can grab, and I've got these all trapped in barriers. Hero Grinch is also trapped in a barrier, but he's got some space to move because I didn't want to take away their AI or anything, and I did want to limit their movement. There are other ways, but barriers was the quickest and the most effective way. Because I am quite busy, and I will be very, very busy because the 25th is coming, and got to go see family and stuff. So, right, moving out of this area over to here. We'll start with the cake and the fireworks. So the cake, as you could have probably guessed, was done by a lot of summon commands. All of these are summoning various types of falling sand entities. at these coordinates, each with different coordinates. That's all up there. I actually messed this up. I built the whole outside and I forgot to fill the inside, so the roof kept falling in, and I was like, ah, dang. because I'd forgotten about that, I had to essentially sort of hot fix it. So what I do now is when I come up here, I go through here and then I go down inside the core, and there's tons more command blocks going through the core. Then I come up here and I actually have to put a couple more falling sands, and these ones are empty because I messed up the order and didn't go from bottom to top. And when you don't go from bottom to top, the time of when the entities are summoned affects whether or not they actually land correctly. So if we actually copy that, get rid of these, fly over here and then fire it off, I'll show you what I mean. There's the trigger for it. And of course we've started the firework, haven't we? So yeah, as you can see here, there's this gap of two blocks. As a result, let's go turn that off because the fireworks quite obnoxious and also relatively laggy. Probably because of the particles. I don't know. This whole world runs horribly now, and I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's just because of all the snapshots it's been through. So yeah, that's how this works. It's a shame about the commands. As you can see, this is a square bit. That means that it's actually pointing down, and that's what fills the middle. But because this is going from top to bottom with its summon commands, they don't fill correctly because they don't activate in the right order. So the falling sand falls through itself and glitches and stuff. So keep in mind, you want to go from bottom to top with falling sand entities. That's tip of the day. Coming over to here to the fireworks, we have this coming off here. So when there's a redstone block here, it will deactivate this torch, which will allow this torch to be activated and deactivated by the clock. So if we actually remove that, it does the same thing. There you go, covered in particles. So it lets this clock go round. The first command in the clock, I execute at a random entity that is not an armor stand, because RTD2 is the bulk of the entities in this world. So I do it at anything that isn't an armor stand. So that's why you don't see any fireworks coming off of RTD2. And actually I summon it at two different random entities. And I summon the fireworks rocket entity. It's got a 25 lifetime, which dictates how long it lasts. I used a generator. I actually use a generator for a lot of my commands. I'm going to leave a link in the description in this episode to that generator that I use. It's really, really handy for doing a lot of really complicated commands and really long summon commands. And that's often my go-to thing for dealing with anything with entities. I've used it heavily throughout this series. I highly recommend it. Link in the description. If there isn't a link, remind me please, because I will read the comments and that will remind me. So yeah, I've got like trail, colors, the color IDs, everything, all of it done with that thing. So going up here, we have a second thing, and this is actually activating at the fireworks entity. So when the bottom part fires, which is what creates the big round ball at the top of the Christmas tree firework, this will summon another firework at that firework, and this firework will have a lifetime of 15. And I believe the last one is this. It's the exact same firework as the one underneath it, and it has a firework lifetime of 10. And therefore, you have sort of a rocket going off here, a rocket going off slightly higher, and then the sort of crown jewel at the top of the tree. And I found if you use lots and lots of sort of star commands, the fireworks, that it kind of looks like a Christmas tree, and that's quite nice. Over here we have the stuff for the Enderman. Let's start this up and actually go to the end to see it one more time. You probably noticed there was a slight jitter that could have been mistaken for lag, and that's because Let's see, what are these? I think they're out of rotation. And that's because when I actually added the last eye, I don't think it worked. Yeah, no, it didn't work. I think it might have been because of the rotation that the blocks were in. Let's double check that it's not rotation. I don't think you can actually create an end portal like this in the end. Oh yeah, you can. It was the rotation of the blocks. Yeah, I messed up with the commands. And this was one thing that I was hesitant to test because I'm using entities, invisible entities for the summons, which may or may not be here still. So if they're not, this might not work. Let's press F3N. There we go. So the entities are here. They weren't sucked in by the portal. And these entities are where everything activates around when we walk on Sponge, which is located here. I think it's a 4x. There we go. Yeah, it's a 4x2. So when we walk over that sponge, the Endermen spawn. Let's activate it. There we go. And we're doing a play sound command, and what we're doing is we're summoning at the first marker, marker 1. Can I see the names if I glance over them? Doesn't look like I can. So this is marker 1, and then it goes marker 2, marker 3, and it goes all the way around here, and then that's marker 13. And it's setting the end portal frame here at its location. Unfortunately, it should have been setting it in this rotation if I wanted it to work properly. But again, I edited in and I filled the area with portal blocks and then uncut. So I had to resort to editing, unfortunately. But remember, it needs to be rotated differently to actually work. And then we're summoning a we're summoning a Enderman here, looking down, holding an end portal in its hand, and then when we activate the next one, we teleport that one out of the world, and we summon the next one and the next one, and then we do it. And then this one has a slightly different rotation. This one has a slightly different rotation. So we're doing all of that, and we're also playing teleport commands. Teleport sounds. And then we set the chest with a specialized thing inside of it. Let's actually fly out of the end, shall we? Coming up here to my secret development way out. Skip the credits. This is done simply because I have the spawn point located here. My player spawn point is right here, and that's why I come out here. It's handy in game modes and stuff to use that kind of thing. So flying back over, we can actually have a look at the commands. So each of these commands, each of these columns of commands, does the next marker, and each of these repeaters are on different delays. So we get, sort of staggered, not exactly uniform placement of the blocks. And of course we have the ender portal frame here. So it's just ender portal frame. It should probably be ender portal frame 1 in these, not 0. So that's what I messed up, which was my bad. No time to do another take, unfortunately. And then we're just summoning at the marker. We're summoning the Enderman. It's got a custom name. Its name is visible. It's carrying a ender portal frame. Its persistence is required, although not necessary. It has no AI, and its rotation is this, which is what is looking in this direction. And we just simply do that over and over again with the addition of a teleport command. It teleports the Enderman to -200 and 0 on the X. That's just to make it so it doesn't look like the Enderman's going through the ground or anything like that. So yeah, it goes through all of this, and I think there's the last command that we really have to look at. Play sound command here, entity Enderman teleport. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Set block, Minecraft chest with a rotation of 4, which means it's facing west. And then we have items, slot 0, ID, and then the count of them, which is 12. Just enough to fill in an ender portal frame. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for watching this series. There'll probably be another video tomorrow, which is something a little special. And if it's not tomorrow, it'll be afterwards. It really has to do with how much time I have left. But if I have enough time to do it, I will do it. and that will be up tomorrow, and you'll see what that is when you see it. So I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode in the series, please leave a like, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye. More cake.